Hey,
It was
yeah, they really used the entire length of the credits as well, which is actually one of the first which I actually seen do this. Like, went right to the end of the credits, just kept going.
yeah. It was like a was it this I mean in the movie he didn't get to complete the song, right?
Yeah, he
So
didn't. So it was a cut song,
yeah.
but at least he was able to complete it. But it's not what I expected. It was actually better than I thought.
Oh, okay.
Because after all of the adaptations of A Christmas Carol, like really,
Yeah.
they even mentioned this, like all of these other adaptations that we never asked for.
Yeah, I mean it's quite a meta adapt this one. A meta retelling.
Yeah, and I think they did well. It's like a more current version of it. They kind of gave twist in it as well.
Yeah.
Some which I did not expect. We kind of knew the story already because past, present, future, A Christmas Carol, Charles Dickens, of course,
Uh-huh.
and the how many times we've actually watched the many different adaptations, which they kind of made fun of themselves, and they knew that. So they mentioned Charles Dickens, the Bill Murray movie.
Yeah, it's very self-aware, right? It knows what has been done, uh, and it sort of uses that as to its own advantage. So yeah, it's pretty
And it's a
so
longer
like
movie than others as well. They actually extended it, and plus
hmm.
all new original songs.
Yeah, the songs were pretty they were okay.
Probably not ones that will be like complete like smashes or out there or
mm,
like go viral, but
pleasant enough. And yeah, like both of them did pretty well, I thought, singing. Will Ferrell and Ryan. Have we ever
yeah,
heard Ryan sing
yes.
in which movie?
Uh, Maybe not a movie, but I know that he sang on The Masked Singer in Korea.
Oh, okay. So he can sing.
Yeah, but yeah, this was a decent movie. I really wonder how they would like score this movie, especially since it just came out like practically today.
Yeah. Yeah, you can already see the scores, but we'll get to that later. But uh
But I
yeah.
do like how it wasn't really just rewriting it. It was like it is a Christmas Carol and is actually following on from
Mm.
to a Christmas Carol on the ghost side.
Yeah. I mean, it hits all the beats, right? Like
Yeah,
you know, any Christmas Carol has to have that tick tick tick.
yeah,
So,
but I found it interesting that it was actually following more the Ghost of Christmas Present,
mm,
and then it was revealed that he was Scrooge.
yeah, that was a bit of a twist. So his past, he was Scrooge, and the funny thing is, Marley is his boss, Jacob.
Yeah,
Um,
so that is actually kind of a cool way to bring the actual story in as well.
yeah.
So you could kind of call it a sequel.
Hmm.
But yeah, since Scrooge is the Ghost of Christmas Present now, we followed him from the start. Like even from the beginning, we didn't really see Ryan Reynolds until a few, like maybe 10, 15 minutes in.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was following the Ghost of Christmas Present, who was, I guess he was more of the main character in this one than Ryan Reynolds was.
Yeah. But I think the cool thing is at the end they sort of swap roles, right? So he helped they helped each other. At first it was more one-sided, like him trying to help. Ryan Reynolds' character, Colin. But in the process, Colin helped him back. And
Yeah.
in the end, it's sort of like it's come full circle. Colin is now has he become the ghost Christmas present?
He seems to be more of like the manager,
Yeah. I
or
mean, he
he's
plays
like managing
well.
everything.
Plays
He's
well
like
to his
expanded
skills.
it all. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And at least this one wasn't like he hated Christmas or whatever. He was actually trying to like profit off it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a completely different story. They use social media in the aspects as well. So they did find that quite cool.
Mm.
For an adaptation, this is probably one of the best ones I've seen.
Yeah, it's got
Because
a good message, I thought. The whole message of redemption was, yeah, it's good.
yeah. And to also
Um,
think that Netflix is practically redoing an animated version of A Christmas Carol.
mm,
They didn't really have high hopes for it, but this one I thought they was kind of skeptical, but they kind of went in there with like low expectation, and I was like, yeah, it's better than I thought.
yeah. There was one Easter egg here. Remember that scene where he said this guy looks stupid? It's actually a
Elf,
yeah, his own elf persona. So he's pretty much making a joke about himself
as Elf, because
as
he was
elf.
in Elf.
Yeah. Poking fun at his beloved Hollywood holiday movie.
Well, they did mention Elf in their legally required segments on YouTube as well about when they were promoting the movie. This
Right,
movie is not Elf, nor is it
not elf.
Deadpool.
Yeah, I mean they're both Christmassy movies,
Well,
right? Like,
yeah,
cause
Deadpool made a Christmas version, yes, of Deadpool 2.
right. Oh yeah. But this is
That's
this
funny
is
though.
definitely Will Ferrell's first Christmas movie since Elf.
Yeah, which did really poorly.
Hmm.
So getting them both together, both comedy actors, really cool. But the whole thing as well was just comedy completely throughout.
Well, it's pretty much a comedy musical.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting it to be a musical. I didn't realize
It,
it's
they
gonna
kind
be.
of they kind of did say that was a musical comedy.
Mm,
But
yeah.
I guess in what you were saying, I did think some of the people in the show were expecting a musical as well. So like, why are they singing? So it's
Yeah,
because of
yeah,
the afterlife.
yeah.
So yeah, I think it points fun at like everyone in a cool way.
Yeah, it's poking fun at everyone. It's poking fun at itself. It's poking fun at the whole genre of Christmas movies,
Yeah,
which I guess all have some element of Christmas Carol in them anyway. Um, yeah. So it's a very meta Christmas
very
Carol adaptation.
definitely. And to not only just not just adapt us, because they did adapt it, yes,
Yeah, and also
but
extended it in some way.
continued Scrooge's story.
Mm.
So now Scrooge is in the modern world and has a family with Octavia Spencer, aka Kimberly in the movie.
Well, technically, he's not uh the ghost anymore.
Yeah, he's not a ghost anymore, so it's back to being
So
human.
it's like Scrooge in a modern world, modern day. Yeah.
But practically the same Scrooge because of his past, and he never retired after like so many years.
Yes.
They really did not expect that.
Yeah, that was a nice twist to
Yeah,
the tale. Happy ending for Scrooge.
yeah, happy ending
Because
for Scrooge.
yeah, because I
But I
guess in
guess
the
it's yeah,
original Christmas Carol, right, we never saw what happened to Scrooge after. And so this is like, okay, we get to see his story continue in some form.
yeah. But especially after seeing the dates on the graves, if you remember from the original Christmas Carol, it was actually kind of wrong because they said that they will last a lot longer. But when Will Ferrell's character put the present said about how he only died 3.5 weeks later.
Oh, oh right, yeah, he did say it was pretty fast.
Yeah, that was fast. So
And then he became the ghost of Christmas present.
to be given against Christmas present. And this one, they said that he would live till when 93,
Mm.
which is quite a feat, yes. But then he just died once he got redeemed. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it maybe. So we get to our scores.
It
Or any hidden Easter eggs? There was Judy
well,
Dench, which they
the thing
pointed
is, it's
out.
a little bit, yeah, exactly. It's a bit too early because we're probably one of the first people to see it. Well, I mean, I guess some people have seen it in the limited release, but
In theaters last week, probably. Yeah.
yeah, there was really only that
Hmm.
elf one that I could find.
And Judy Dench randomly in there.
Oh man, it was like so random.
Yeah, and they pointed it out, so it's like giving it away. It's like,
It's
okay.
like a national treasure.
Yeah. And at the end, they finally got to haunt the guy from the beginning, which they wanted to haunt in the first place.
Yeah.
At the end credits.
Oh, at the very, very end.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They finally got back to him. We see him because he was like the first one that they want to haunt. And then they completely did not use him until the very, very end. So I guess we'll see how that goes. The whole starting the movie with like the end of another one was kind of interesting as well. Like Karen.
Mm.
I think that's also kind of a meta type thing currently because of the whole Karen issue with like the rude personality type people.
Yeah.
Like the rude person in the stores, they call them the Karens.
Right. The Karens.
I think that was kind of a meta joke as well.
I was actually also thinking, is it true that in the past, good afternoon was a bad thing to say?
I'm actually not sure,
I'm like, oh, interesting.
but they made it like a huge comedy thing. And then when the taxi driver said good afternoon, it says, hey, that they don't mean that anymore here.
Yeah.
So it's not like they just have the joke in one spot, but they continue to joke afterwards as well. So there's a bit of a continuity there.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure It was just made up for the movie.
Probably.
Yeah, because you can say good afternoon in so many different languages.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So how did you find it overall, Bill? The
Yeah,
movie,
well, I wasn't expecting it to be so much of a
musical,
musical.
singing.
Yeah,
Because I know you don't really like musicals.
yeah. I'm not too great shot on musicals, but yeah, this was a good light-hearted musical, and yet I like Will Ferrell as an actor. Um, yeah, uh, did the robe of the white stages of the redeemed people.
Mm,
Did anyone notice Dolly Parton was there?
really?
Yeah,
Oh, all the statues. Yeah.
yeah,
There were a
Oh,
lot of names.
yeah.
wow.
I found it a little like a little disturbing that Dolly Parton's name was there.
Mm. And Colonel Sanders,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
the KFC guy.
Yeah, because yeah, Dolly Parton have been such a um, uh, heavy Christian influence in America.
Hmm.
Cool. But since there are not too many things to talk about, like, shall we get to our scores?
Yeah, sure. Maybe Bill, you can go. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll get thinking that it was just going to be an amusing spin-off of the original Oliver Twist movie. I was actually surprised that I did enjoy the musical and the fractures between the past, the present, and the future were really well done.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, overall, I'd have to give it probably a 7.5.
Wow.
Mm.
7.5 out of 10 from Bill. Yeah, I'll probably give it maybe a solid, maybe 7. Yeah, give it solid 7 out of 10. I think it's a good modern retelling, not just a retelling, as Jono mentioned, right? It's also sort of kind of like a continuation of the Christmas Carol story as well, and a very meta one set in modern times. So it's pretty cool in that sense. And I think Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell have pretty good chemistry together because the movie wouldn't work if they didn't, because it's all about the two of them having to interact. So I thought they make a pretty good pair, and the songs were okay. Um, I think they do the job, and two of them, yeah, sounds like they could sing pretty well.
Mm.
So that's pretty good too. So yeah, overall, not a bad uh attempt at yet another
Christmas Carol
Christmas
adaptation.
Carol-ish, tale. But this one is, yeah, I think it's unique enough uh to deserve its own like take on this tale. So yeah, I think it's okay movie to watch
Mm.
this Christmas. So I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
It's
Is
gorgeous.
Reynolds?
What's that?
Oh, it's Jeff.
Is there Ryan Reynolds Deadpool?
Yes, yes, yes. It's the funny guy with the big mouth. Merc with a mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an interesting twist having him in the movie.
Yeah.
Yep. So overall, they actually enjoyed this movie, and they, in general, I don't tend to give many Christmas movies a high score. For example, the last Christmas movie, I give it like a solid 2.5.
Oof.
But this one was not what I expected. I came in with low expectations, as I said. Tracy Morgan as the voice of Yet to Come was absolutely hilarious. I do know most of these actors. Octavia Spencer, Kimberly. Really cool. Of course, Ryan Reynolds, huge fan of Deadpool. And considering the music, it's from the same guys who made songs for The Greatest Showman and La La Land.
Oh, is it? La La Land? Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh.
So they do have a good backing there for the songs, which is probably why we didn't find them like bad. We found them actually pleasing, especially for a movie like this where they had to make completely new songs. And yeah, it's kind of another retelling, but also a continuation, which I did like as well. Not expected. So we focus more on present, which is Scrooge. And the funny thing, the past just completely gave up very quickly because Ryan Reynolds had a relationship with her, Clint. Clint and
Oh. Okay. Continue.
So a lot of things happen in this movie. It's a lot longer movie than most of the other adaptations. Many of the other adaptations I would have given like 3 or 3.5. This one I'd give a 6.5.
Right. Okay. So IGN doesn't think it's that great. It says 5. I think the main issue it had was how it says it doesn't focus on wealth inequality.
Yeah.
But then I was like,
It doesn't
okay.
have to.
Doesn't have to, right?
Oh.
This is interesting comment. But okay.
It's a comedy to like completely spoof off all of the other versions and adaptations of the same movie.
It
Yeah.
was really showing how our modern day social influence or modern day
Social media. Yeah.
social media can really influence people and destroy lives.
Yeah, it actually did show that.
Yeah.
The Rotten Tomato score is about what Jono would give it. Well, actually, it's in between Jono and me, right? 6.57, about 67%. Audience is 100 right now, but it's still fewer than 650. But
100%.
well, so far, audience loves it.
I think that's been hacked or something like that.
Usually, if it gets review bombed, it goes the other way.
Yeah, exactly. Review bomb, people would hate it, right?
Yeah. I did not expect 100
for audience. Well, it's still less than 50.
Okay, so the reviews are still coming in.
Yeah. Well, among the first to see this, right? Yeah.
The among the face in the last week, I guess. Because
Right.
it did come out a week
Limited.
ago in cinemas. Limited screening.
Mm. Yeah, we'll see. Jeff, I think you missed most of it, right? It's okay. He's probably in some kind of karaoke place.
Probably.
Yeah, yes, kind of, yeah. Kind of.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jeff,
And
how you going?
I think that's it.
That's it. So come back. We'll see you tomorrow for Andor
Wait.
11.
I can't hear anything.
And Tales of the Jedi.
Yep, Tales of the Jedi, Andor, and the Ghibli short.
Oh, the 3-minute short. Right.
Yep, see you guys tomorrow.
All right. See you, Bill.
And they
Yeah.
say next week for another Christmas special.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
We'll see.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, yes. Okay.
After Gado tomorrow night.
Yep, the Guardians of the Galaxy one is only about 30 minutes, so that's a lot quicker.
Oh, okay.
I'm having a lovely Indonesian meal tomorrow night. Gado. Yum.
Oh, you?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll see you guys after that.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Right. See you
All right.
later.
Yeah. Bye.
Yep. Bye.